It's LeGarrette Blunt here, man, 3-time Super Bowl champion. I just want to give you a shout out to the YouTube channel, MicroMike, man.
Eddie Murray, former Detroit Lion. Make sure you watch MicroMike on YouTube.
Calvin Johnson Jr. here, aka Megatron. Big shout out to MicroMike and YouTube channel, man.
Keep on talking everything Detroit Lions, and I just got to remind you, man, happy wife, happy life.
What's going on YouTube? This is your boy Mr. MicroMike, and today we're going to talk about Detroit Lions versus Jacksonville Jaguars breakdown, prediction, and analysis. In this video, we go player by player, position by position, offense versus defense, and special teams. Who has the advantage? Who has the disadvantage? Even go coaching and see who potentially has the chance to win per what we're seeing. Let's just jump straight into it. And we're going to start with the quarterback position. The Detroit Lions have Matthew Stafford. Now, he's got 1,017 yards, 60.6 completion percentage, 8 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. Matthew Stafford has shined some good times, but a lot he's been throwing off his back foot high and away with his passes. He should have more interceptions. And this offense is not doing as good as it should be, and he's not doing as good as he should be. In my opinion, he has ground to make up, and maybe he can make some up with this bye week that he had to relax and possibly get into the groove. Now, the Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback is none other than Gardner Minshew. He's 137 for 196, 1,439 yards, a 68.9 completion percentage, 10 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. Interestingly enough, he's not getting a lot of praise. I think that he should be. I know that his interceptions are up from 4, but as a sophomore, he's doing a little bit better and he can scramble. I think Gardner Minshew is going to cause some problems for the Lions defense. Is one of the worst in the NFL, and I think that he has the advantage. And I'm going to give Gardner Minshew, the Jacksonville Jaguars, a 0.5 advantage for this matchup because he's going against the Lions defense, and his completion percentage is nearly 70%. Now, comment below who is going to have the better game, Matthew Stafford or Gardner Minshew. Leave me a comment and tell me who it is. Hashtag Stafford, hashtag Minshew. Let's jump to the running back position for both teams. The Detroit Lions have Adrian Peterson. He is 54 for 245 yards, 4.5 yards a carry, and 1 touchdown. We have continued to run the football fairly well. Adrian Peterson is doing a good job. The issue for the Detroit Lions is, can they sustain running the football? That's not an Adrian Peterson issue. That's a Darrell Bevell issue. Now, the Jacksonville Jaguars have James Robinson. He is 73 for 333 yards, 4.6 yards a carry with 3 touchdowns. I have him on my fantasy league, and I think you should do as well because he's doing fairly decent. When it comes to the running game, they are running the ball fairly well, and I'm going to give them a 0.5 advantage. He has more touchdowns. They actually consistently run the football, unlike the Detroit Lions. 0.5 advantage, Jacksonville Jaguars. Turn on the notifications for my channel. Why? Because the Detroit Lions versus Jacksonville Jaguars live watch party will be on my channel at 1 p.m. I do play-by-play, analysis, breakdown of the highlights, and give an honest perspective of what's taking place. So if you're a Jacksonville Jaguars fan, jump on in and have some fun. Let's go to the wide receivers and Kenny Galladay. Now, the numbers are not striking out here, Jacksonville Jaguars fans. Why? Because he's only really been in action for just a tad bit because he was injured the first couple of games, but he is 10 for 15, 119 yards, 11.5 yards per game with 2 touchdowns. Now, Kenny Galladay is a game changer. The issue is, will Stafford feed him the ball? He does make plays. He does do contested catches. He is a player to watch for this game versus the Jacksonville Jaguars secondary. Now, a player who I really like for the Jacksonville Jaguars is Laviska Shenault, who is 23 for 38, 270 yards, 11.7 yards per game with 1 touchdown. Nice little slick wide receiver here. And guess what? He's going against the Lions secondary, who has really been eaten up. if you're doing fantasy, I would take a look at this guy, as I do as well. I give this actually even regards to the matchup. I think both wide receivers and the group in all are fairly even here. Match, set, even. Let's go to the tight ends for the Detroit Lions. They have T.J. Hockenson. Now he's 15 for 180 yards, 12.0 yards average with 2 touchdowns. He is the biggest weapon to me on the Lions offense. He just needs to be fed the ball more. He is always open. He is the X factor in this game. Jacksonville Jaguars fans, make sure you watch him. He is the guy who can get open. He's catching everything, and he is very effective in the middle of the field. The tight end for the Jacksonville Jaguars is James O'Shaughnessy. I may have destroyed your name, and I am sorry. Now, he is 12 for 14, 114 yards, 9.6 average with 0 touchdowns. He's a decent tight end for them. He's not the biggest game changer here, though, on the field, but he will get the first downs. That is something that the linebacking core of the Detroit Lions must watch, because he can get that for you, and Gardner Minshew will throw him the ball. With this said, I'm going to give the Detroit Lions a 1-point advantage. I think the tight end for TJ is a big-time difference maker. Again, the issue is, will he get the football? Who will win this game, folks? Lions or Jaguars? Hit that like button. Let me see the pride of your team. Do you think the Jaguars can win? Do you think the Lions can win? Smash, Hulk bust that like button. Let's go ahead and jump to the defense of each team, and we're going to start with the front 7 of the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions have Jelani Tavai, who has 8 solo tackles, 5 assisted, 13 total. Jared Davis, linebacker, 6 solo, 5 assisted with a total of 11. Danny Shelton, who is their interior defensive lineman, 6 solo, 11 assisted with a total of 16. Jamie Collins, who's probably their best linebacker for the Detroit Lions. He's 13 solo, 9 assisted, 22 total tackles, 1 sack, 1 interception. Christian Jones, 11 solo, 6 assisted with a total of 17, 0 sacks, 0 interceptions. Trey Flowers, the defensive end for the Detroit Lions, 8 solo, 4 assisted, total of 12 with 1 sack. The Detroit Lions front 7 is bad. Let me repeat that. The front 7 of the Detroit Lions is bad. Really, really bad. This, for the Jacksonville Jaguars offense, is very, very good. They need to attack the Detroit Lions middle of the field. That is the biggest hole we've seen so far for the Detroit Lions through 4 games, is the middle of the field. It's very good for the Jacksonville Jaguars to do a lot of crossing routes and smashing the tight end right then and there. If you can do that, you're going to have a big-time game come Sunday. Jaguars front 7 is as follows. They got Myles Jack, 23 solo, 14 assisted, 37 total, 1 sack, and 1 interception. This guy is a boss. They got Joe Schubert, 23 solo, 14 assisted, a total of 37, 0 sack. Another monster player. Good gosh, the Lions going to have their hands full. Dakota Allen, 8 solo, 6 assisted, 14 total with the 0 sacks. Devin Hamilton, 4 solo, 9 assisted, 13 total. Adam Gotsis, 6 solo, 5 assisted, 11 total. And Cassius Marsh, 7 solo, 2 assisted, 9 total. I may have destroyed some of those names. I apologize. The first 2 there are really big monsters. I think the Detroit Lions can take advantage, though, a little bit, as long as they can get past the front. The Detroit Lions need to run the football. That is the key. Will the Lions stay to it? If they can, I think the Lions can do well. If they don't stick with the run, I think that Myles Jack may have a good game, and I think I'm going to give this a 1.5 advantage for the Jacksonville Jaguars. The front 7 is just better, and it's going to be interesting, though, to see the Lions offense versus the front 7 and Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Detroit Lions front 7. But again, 1-point advantage, Jacksonville. Subscribe to my channel. Why subscribe to my channel? Because I drop content every single day. I'm a Detroit Lions YouTuber, but I do the One Pride podcast, and that there is not just Detroit Lions. 30 minutes, I go straight to the subscribers, and whatever question they want to talk about, we get to it. And guess what? A lot of my subscribers are not Lions fans. They ask about their team, the Miami Dolphins, the New England Patriots, the New York Jets, even the Minnesota Vikings. A lot of these fans in there, and it's all about having fun and good decorum. So subscribe to my channel, and you can have the fun with us. Let's go to the secondaries of both teams. We're going to start with the Detroit Lions. The Lions have safety Tracy Walker, 23 solo, 6 assisted with a total of 29. And Duron Harmon, 15 solo, 5 assisted, total of 20 and 1 interception. Now, the safeties here for the Detroit Lions is a little bit below average in my opinion. Tracy Walker was up and coming, but he's having a lot of issues. Duron Harmon was supposed to make a bigger impact for the Lions, but he's having a mediocre impact right now. When it comes to the secondary with the quarterbacks, this is where the issues are happening. Jeff Okudah, 16 solo, he's the rookie, 2 assisted, 18 total with 1 interception. Amani Oruwariye, sophomore, 11 solo, 0 assisted with a total of 11. And Darryl Roberts, 8 solo, 0 assisted, total of 8. We also have Desmond Trufant, who's always injured, so I'm not going to put him in here. The Lions secondary is very, very bad. Very bad. We've had an injury to Justin Coleman, Desmond Trufant, and we put a lot of backups in here. And right now, Jeff Okudah is a rookie, and he's really feeling... Now, he can make some special plays. That's something you need to look for Jeff Okudah, is his speed getting to the ball out of nowhere. He's got really fast ball skill speed, but he's getting burnt. Same with Amani Oruwariye. He had a down game last week. With that said, before that, he was fairly well, but the Detroit Lions secondary is a weakness of the team. Let's go to the Jacksonville Jaguars secondary. They got safety Josh Jones, who's 25 solo, 13 assisted, 38 total with 0 sacks. Andrew Wingford, safety, 17 solo, 8 assisted, 25 total with 1 interception. Their safety position is much better, in my opinion, than the Detroit Lions. They're above average for sure. Josh Jones is a beast. That is a guy that Stafford must watch. He must watch. He's very strong. He's fairly good at tackling here, and he's doing a good job. I think Matthew Stafford's got to really make sure that he's not throwing the ball too high, because I think he is the ability to get a turnover there. They got Trey Herndon, who is 19 solo, 0 assisted, 19 total with 1 interception. Chris Claybrooks, 14 solo, 2 assisted, 16 total. And DJ Hayden, 12 solo, 1 assisted, 13 total. Their secondary is better than the Detroit Lions secondary right now. Even though they got rid of their great player last year in a trade, this is still a decent secondary, and I feel like the Lions wide receivers, though, can get theirs, but at the same time, it just depends how Matthew Stafford throws the ball. Now, if he throws off his back foot, throwing it high, we could have a couple turnovers here. Regarding the matchup between the two secondaries, I'm going to give a 1-point advantage to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Their safety, in my opinion, is a little bit better, and I feel like the corners themselves are a little bit better right now, just because we're going through a little bit of growing pains for the Lions' young cornerbacks. Comment below who has the better defense. Hashtag Lions defense, hashtag Jaguars defense. Leave me a comment and let me know. Let's jump to special teams. We're going to start with the Detroit Lions here. You got returner Jamal Agnew, now 7 attempts, 192 yards with an average of 27.4. Again, a lot of kicks are going out of the end zone or taking a knee, starting at the 25. Nothing is coming out big. Jamal Agnew used to be really, really good, but at this point, a lot of kickers are just kicking out of the end zone. That is the new NFL. We got Matt Prater, who is our kicker. He's 7 for 9, 77.8 field goal percentage, 44 long. So he's had a fairly okay year so far. He's making the field goals, but again, only a long of 44. Punter Jack Fox, he is 7 for 908. 67 long with an average of 53.4. He is the best player all around on the Detroit Lions right now. His punts are amazing. He's the best punter in the NFL, bar none. That is the X factor on special teams for the Detroit Lions. So Jacksonville Jaguars fans, get ready for having punts deep in the territory of negative, because he's really making offenses start and have a long field to go for. Now, Jacksonville Jaguars, they got Keelan Cole, nothing. Interestingly enough, a lot of their players here are mixed up. A lot of injuries, a lot of stuff going on here. Now he's 2 for 64, 32 average, so a little bit better, but nothing big. Again, a lot of kicking out of the end zone. And they're mixing a lot of these players up. It's not just him. They have other players doing kick returns. They got Aldrick Rosas for the kicker, 4 for 5, 80% with a high of 50. But a lot of kickers, they're going through it. They're having some issues there. And Logan Cooks, 13, 604, 63 long, and a 46.5 average. He's pretty good, too, as well. But I'm going to give a 0.5 advantage for the Detroit Lions here when it comes to special teams. We're a little more consistent. Same kicker, same returner, and the punter is outstanding. Let's jump to coaching. Now here is interesting. You got Matt Patricia for the Detroit Lions. He's 1-3. He's been a horrible coach so far through the 3 years and tenure of the Detroit Lions. He has made a lot of questionable calls. He has been very inability to actually do legit dagger time at the end of the games. We're giving up points, doing points at the end of the game. It's just been ridiculous. Now the Jaguars coaching is having some issues as well. Doug Marrone, he's 1-4. They're having some issues as well. But let's be real here. A lot of their players were sent out for draft picks. We assumed Jacksonville was tanking for Trevor Lawrence, but their team has a lot of fight in them. They're fighty and they're gritty through all these games. You got to give them a shout out. Yes, they've been blown out a game here and there, but again, they're gritty and they are fighting. I'm going to give a 1-point advantage to Doug Marrone and the Jacksonville Jaguars coaching staff. I think that he's a little bit better than ours. I think the Lions have more talent, in my opinion, giving to Matt Patricia than Doug Marrone has talent giving to him. And so, to me, he's doing more with less. Thus, I'm going to give him a 1-point advantage. So we come here to the score prediction. We went through all the roster. We went through the matchups. And it's time to see who is going to win this game. And my score prediction is 23-19 in favor of the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think Jacksonville will get the win. They will go to 2-4. And the Lions will drop to 1-4. Guys, on the next videos I got going up, I got the live stream, One Pride Podcast, Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Again, mailbag segment on Saturday at 10:30 in the morning. Sunday, make sure you're here for the Jaguars versus the Detroit Lions. Live watch party, game audio. It's going to be fun. It's going to be as unbiased as humanly possible, so make sure you jump in and have some fun. With that said, folks, adios.